Good evening, fellow students. Thank you for tuning in for the third installment of Nightly News with Ryan. I am your host, Ryan Woods, and we have a big show planned for you today. The big news from this past week is the big debate we had yesterday for the whole class. Overall, it went pretty smoothly with only a couple of rough patches that they might need to improve for next time. I'm going to run through all the candidates and let you know how they performed in the debate. First candidate I'm going to talk about is Phil Mumu. Phil did a very nice job, and you could tell he did a lot of research on the four topics. He really took his stand on abortion and answered many tough questions with logical answers that made sense. Next up is Dan Street. I like Dan's ideas to put nuclear waste in the desert rather than having CO2 gas being released into the air. He also had a lot of great facts and answers to all of the education questions he was receiving. There may have been a couple of slip-ups here and there, but candidate Street handled himself very well. Next is Nikolai. Nikolai was pretty nervous for the first couple of questions he received from the audience, but he eventually got settled in and started answering questions a little bit more confidently. But then towards the end, he got stumped on a question regarding the American people paying taxes for something they did not believe in. Next up is Eric Greco. I was very impressed with candidate Greco and the way he approached this debate. He was very confident the whole time, and he had a very good debate. At times he did mention some things that most people would consider dumb, but he was just trying to be honest, and I think he won over many Americans with his great showing at the debate. Next is Jake Hirschman. I do not have anything negative to say about Jake, just though he did, in the debate, he answered all the questions as best as he could. He had many very good ideas on all the topics, but sometimes he had trouble with getting his point across to the audience. Finally, I saved the best for last, Dave Anderson. Very impressive debate for Dave. He may have not won over any American people with his brutal honesty on all topics, but he did gain my respect. Well, there you have it. This has been your Nightly News with Ryan Woods. Good night, America.